Okay, everyone can find their seats and we can get things started. Good afternoon and welcome to the Summer Institute 11th Demo Day. It is exciting. I'm Belle Kober and I have the privilege and the honor to be the program manager for the Accelerator programs. This year, out of 60 applicants, 5 outstanding companies were selected. And today, 4 are graduating. Homeschool to Go, Mink Training Academy, Body by Mel, and ThinQ Wellness. In the past 3 months, the 5 selected companies worked intensively with mentors, staff, and instructors to bring us to today. Being an entrepreneur can be both challenging and rewarding, and it always requires a supportive network. Here in New Brunswick, and especially here in Fredericton, we are fortunate to have such an amazing ecosystem. On this special day, we will together hear their story of success and celebrate the wonder of entrepreneurship. I'm honored to welcome to the stage Dr. Paul Mazerol, the President, Vice Chancellor of the University of New Brunswick.
Thank you, Belle. Thanks for the introduction and good afternoon, everybody. Nice to see such a great turnout for this exciting event. As is customary, before we begin, I would like to respectfully acknowledge that UNB stands on unsurrendered and unceded traditional Wet'suwet'en land. The lands of Wabanaki have been recognized in a series of peace and friendship treaties to establish an ongoing relationship of peace and friendship and mutual respect between equal nations. The river down the hill that runs by our university is known as Wolastoq, along which live the Wolastoqiyik, the people of the beautiful and bountiful river, and that river is also called the St. John River. Colleagues, I'm really pleased to be here today as we host the 11th annual cohort of the Summer Institute program from the J. Herbert Smith Center for Technology, Management, and Entrepreneurship. This is an exciting part of the evolution of the Summer Institute. As you know, this Startup Accelerator has been providing an innovative program to support creative entrepreneurs since 2014. And if I just break for a moment and just think about the criticality of the entrepreneurs to New Brunswick, to Atlantic Canada, for our entire economy. If it wasn't for the entrepreneurs, New Brunswick, Atlantic Canada wouldn't be the place that it is. And so I just want to take a shout out to not just the groups who are celebrating here today, but just the span of entrepreneurs, many nurtured by things like the Summer Institute program, but the work of Durender and his team, and Dom and others that are really supporting entrepreneurs and shining a light on why they're so important for Atlantic Canada. Including this year's participants, more than 65 companies have successfully utilized this exciting program. And there is no doubt that these companies, and the new ones you'll hear from today, provide a valuable boost to our economy in New Brunswick, but also within the context of a very challenging post-pandemic business landscape. So again, shout out to the entrepreneurs. We need to support you to be more impactful and to be more successful. The entrepreneurs behind these 4 Atlantic companies have been a hardworking and resilient group. And it's very exciting to see the results of months of planning and the efforts that they put into their companies. I'm very proud that these teams chose this leading edge accelerator here at UNB as a testament to the value of experiential learning and learning from the great people that we have at our university. So through various hands-on experience, they've successfully created real solutions to benefit themselves and our economy. And speaking, to the successful companies today, I really look forward to watching your careers blossom, how your companies are going to go from good to great to amazing, and I wish you all the very best in your future business endeavors as you take from this experience the opportunity to learn and really strengthen what your dreams are around these companies. So again, congratulations. I'll watch with interest as these companies become even bigger and better over time. So with that, I now call on Durender Shukla, my colleague from the J. Herbert Smith, to say a few words. Durender?
Thank you very much, Paul. Paul talked about a very important note about founders. The whole Summer Institute started with the genesis that how do we really, really empower founders? So every single founder here, please note that we are all cheering you on. We're here doing what we're doing just to support you. And you're a very, very important fabric of our community, of our nation. And what is phenomenal about the creative industry is that you create wonderful and beautiful things that make our society and community extremely beautiful. And you speak volumes for why New Brunswick, why Atlantic Canada, why Canada. And could have never imagined when we started this program that after so many years we will still be celebrating with so much passion, excitement. And I would be nervous because never did I think that we would be here. I remember our partners that initially stepped into supporting this program, and they're here every single program. They continue to be supportive. I'm not going to single them out and embarrass them, but they have been a beautiful partner, amazing human beings. And that being said, you know, pandemic was difficult. There's been leadership changes in the center that's been challenging. And so the center all came together to help and support each other. But the person I want to really sincerely thank is Imbal. She did an incredible, incredible job. And I just don't know what to say and how I could thank her, because you could see that it's called the Summer Institute, and now it's the quasi the Fall Institute. But thank you, everyone, for your patience. Very excited about the founders and entrepreneurs and all the people that are here to celebrate. And please, please, please step up and help entrepreneurs every way you can, because they really need you. And this is a community building exercise. So thank you. Thanks.
Well, it's my pleasure to introduce the first founder. Before I do that, though, I'll introduce myself. My name is Kent Murphy, and I'm the director of the Revenue Academy at Atlantic Growth Solutions. So it's really nice to be here. And we go back many, many summer institutes ago. And it's been exciting to see it come to school here, as I'd like to. It's only appropriate that I get to introduce our first founder as well. Has something to do with school. Her life began in Colombia, where she learned the value of a good education at an early age. As a student, family, activity, and sports played an important role in her personal development. In 2009, she enrolled at St. Thomas University, studying English, literature, and drama. But she was also involved in activities. Imagine, theater, rugby, track and field. A well-rounded person, remarkable. But wait, there's more. She also concurrently did a kinesiology degree at the University of New Brunswick. It was her goal to become a doctor. As a Cambridge teacher, she spent 10 years impacting students' lives, not just teaching curriculums, but installing values, supporting and befriending her students. Helping individuals become creative, adaptive, and confident. As a mom, she's raising Gio. There he is. To be a confident individual, to spread his wings and do whatever he chooses to do in his life. And as an entrepreneur for the past 5 years, her ambition now is to become the top choice of families who choose homeschooling for their children. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome Uli Duque to the podium.
Raise your hand if you're a parent in the audience. Okay, keep that hand up, please. Now, raise your other hand if you suspect that the public school system is not preparing your children for a promising future. Thank you so much. You can bring your hands down. Did you know that the public school system was designed during the Industrial Revolution to prepare children for factory jobs? Now, I think we would all agree here that a factory job is very far away from what we perceive as a promising future today. It's skills like creativity, adaptability, social skills, and confidence, what's in high demand for careers that lead to a better quality of life. Fortunately, this generation of millennial parents knows this better than anybody. And this is why homeschooling is the fastest growing form of education in the United States to this date, by a large percentage over private and public schools. And now, please notice over here, we have an 18.6% that are Hispanic families. I'll come back to that later. So this is where I come in. If you're a parent, you're probably wondering, how do I prioritize the education of my child on top of a highly demanding career? At Homeschool to Go, parents rest assured, because we apply innovative learning approaches like they do in world-renowned educational models like Montessori, like Waldorf, and like Cambridge, where I worked for over 10 years. The difference is we offer it for a much more affordable price and just under 10 hours of homeschooling per week. So we offer parents weekly projects that they can adapt to their schedule and to the needs of their children. And we supersede government standards. Let me explain that a little bit better. At public schools, it's core academics, what the main focus of the entire wheel of education means. But when you look at a private school model, more prestigious, higher quality education, there's a lot more different aptitudes that we're looking into teaching. We can offer this at Homeschool to Go. Now let's take a look at the market for education right now. So you have the high cost options, Montessori and Waldorf schools, and then you also have the practical, easy to use, Abeka and Time for Learning. While these are more practical, they have a high demand for screen time, which it's known to not be the best for the development of the young mind. So at Homeschool to Go, we can offer that beyond academics, that practicality, the screen time balance. But if you're a family that is Hispanic, remember that 18.6% that I was talking about earlier? The only option that you have to offer your child a holistic curriculum that is in English and Spanish is Homeschool to Go. With 50 years of combined experience as bilingual educators across the Americas, we are the only holistic and bilingual program in the world to date. My team of experienced teachers, we have an expert in neurodivergent learning, we have an expert in literacy with a pedagogical psychology master's, and as well as Adriana, who was the head of the #1 Cambridge school in all of Columbia for 20 years. And then we have me. I worked as a Cambridge teacher for 10 years and as a homeschooler for other families with Montessori and Waldorf programs, as well as for my lovely son, Gio. Okay. So let's dial into our target market, okay? So when we think about our target persona, we're focusing on new to homeschooling parents, specifically located in the southern U.S. states, because this is where the biggest percentage of Hispanic families are located. And it's not just for the stay-at-home moms. We can help families who work from home, who have flexible schedules. We even have families that have alternating shifts between parents and entrepreneurs, real estate agents. And then we see that the Mexico market is booming right now, as well as some South American countries that are following the homeschool North American trend. So that's where we're focused right now. We have been asked many, many times, why don't you offer this for people that also go to school, like a complementary program? And we have the resources to do that. However, it's not our focus right now, but it's in the plan to create an After School to Go brand eventually. So right now we offer our official curriculum, and then we have a premium membership for personalized education. This is a more broken down demonstration of the memberships that you can purchase at Homeschool to Go. We developed the pre-K program because we learned that parents with pre-K age students are the ones who are in that consideration stage. So this has allowed us to capture those parents earlier before the kindergarten begins. What's really important to notice about this slide is not just that our client has a 10-year life cycle, but also that the lifetime customer value is $21,000. So far, we have been able to retain from the beginning 80% of our family, which means that most of our families are still with us since the beginning. Thank you. So, I'm not done yet, so you're gonna wait here for a little bit, okay? That's okay, you can sit down if you like. So we've done a lot of work on the sales funnel and our market analysis. What we've learned through all the market experiments that we have done is that our most efficient marketing channels are influencer collaborations and Google Ads. Then we know that our funnel works really well because an automated funnel works really well because 50% of the families that come into our closing calls are converted into subscribers. So for our expansion strategy, we have an idea of what to expect once we're able to pour massive traffic onto the top of our funnel. Here's an exciting announcement. This month we hit break even, which means, thank you. Which means that with our 50 users, we're able to cover all of our fixed expenses, which also means that any investment, any funds that we get from this point on are not going to be used to keep our heads above water. They're going to be used to expand and reach our goals in the next 3 years, which I will get into. Today, we're looking to raise 270,000 Canadian dollars to become the leaders, number one, in the Hispanic homeschool niche of the homeschool market in all of the Americas. We're going to use that first to focus on expanding and amplifying our most efficient marketing channels, as well as to improving our technology so that we can continue to dominate the competition and expand our team so that we can serve 300 families. Another exciting announcement, we are now undergoing into programs that are going to allow us to match those investors with non-dilutive funding through SHRED and ACOA. So for me, it's about the impact that I make in these families at a massive scale. For the parents that we serve, it's about doubling down on the legacy that they're creating through their children. For the investors, it's about the return on investment. So this is why I created this little slide here. You can see, since we started, we developed our program until grade 8. We reached break-even point. We are now in the 6 digits for revenue, 6 figures for revenue. And going forward, we're going to, after the launch of Homeschool to Go and the non-dilutive funding that we're applying for, closing our round, et cetera, we are on our way to reach 300 families, which means 1 million in revenue. So that was a little slide for the investors, but for us, we believe that by providing parents with the right tools, homeschooling can be the answer for offering our children a promising future. Thank you for your time, and I'll be happy to take any questions at the end.
Thank you for your time.
You can sing a song at the end, okay? You're gonna give the microphone to you.
What an awesome presentation, eh? Wow, that was amazing. Really inspiring, Juli. Really inspiring. So I have the privilege today to introduce someone I mentored for the past 3 months. My name is David Itwafa. I am an alumni of the Summer Institute. I had the privilege of going through the program myself. What a special program it is. And I work right now with the McKenna Institute. So I'm a digital success coordinator at the McKenna Institute at UNB. And one of the things that we love to do is to support people within the province. And what better way to support people than to mentor and help in this way with the Summer Institute. So thank you for the opportunity. What I can say about Tim Mink, there is no one that I've met that has as much passion for his business and passion for the province itself and for his business of self-defense training. So with that being said, Tim is ready to go. So here you go.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that introduction. I am Tim Mink. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm the lead instructor and founder of the Mink Training Academy. I want everyone to think for one moment here about something serious. Have you or someone you know have experienced bullying, domestic violence, or any sort of violence in their life? I don't like that. I'm here to change these numbers. 1 in 17 kids report experiencing violence. It does not account for those kids that don't report experience violence. This is also for the adults. 1 in 75 adults report experiencing violence. These are numbers I want to change. These are affecting our children through bullying, affecting adults through domestic abuse, and affecting us all through random violence. So let's fight back with the Mink Way. Self-defense training through karate. We teach kids how to be individual leaders in their lives and in their families. We are training through discipline, through building confidence, and the individual security in themselves, in their families, and in our communities. I have 20 years of martial arts training experience. 5 of those years I was teaching kids how to do karate. I was an instructor under Sensei Thomas Burtnick, a multi-time gold medal champion, and I have the privilege of having taught many students, and many of them have gone and also won gold and bronze in international world championships. So awesome to them. Our 3-prong approach is education, training, and community. We want to educate everyone on what they don't know. We want to practice what we've trained, what we've learned, and to teach others in our community, to grow our community, to protect our community so that we can continue to learn and grow. Our self-defense solution is a little different than most. We offer a very open schedule, very dynamic schedule so that you can fit your training in your busy schedule. We also have an online management system. So your students, your kids, yourself can go online, view your progress, see if there's anything that's been reported to work on, to train on, practice at home. We do offer very competitive pricing, including a yearly payment term or a monthly payment term. If you pay for a year, you get 2 months off for free. We're always developing our courses, so we're bringing better value to our clients, to our customers, to our kids, trying to bring more experiences for them to do new things, try new things, get better every day. The cost of the membership. There is a $130 sign-up fee, which includes a uniform of our own brand called Onikuma. It's made from hemp material. We're working on bringing that production to New Brunswick. We are importing them currently, but we are looking to bring everything here. We do have a $65 reoccurring fee, which is our monthly fee. Again, if you pay yearly, you get 2 months off. You pay $650, you get 2 months for free. Our uniforms, under Mink Manufacturing, as I mentioned, they are hemp-based uniforms. We also are working on providing a hemp-based apparel, looking to use Alberta hemp, producing it here in New Brunswick as a final product. They are comfortable, they last long, and they are sustainable. Now, our education, our curriculum, we have 3 different levels of classes. We start with beginner classes, have white, yellow, orange belt. This is where you learn the fundamentals, you learn your basics. The kids have a senior belt in between, just gives them a little bit more rewarding for their work and progresses a little bit differently than the adults. The advanced classes are when we start to get into a little bit more fun. Kids can start taking some extra courses for a small fee, $10 a month, and they can also start to provide training assistance in the classes, so they get to learn how to be leaders to other kids. Our expert classes affirm that further, where they can actually be a student trainer and get $5 off of their membership per class. So we're, again, training kids how to be leaders in their own communities, in their lives. Our schedule, flexible schedule, we alternate kids and youth classes so that parents can get their kids to the classes they can get to. leaving Wednesdays open for private training classes, which are available, and Saturdays for sparring, competitive sport-based curriculum rather than the more practical self-defense-based curriculum. Our private classes, $65 a month again, but it's the equivalent of 2 weeks of training, so it is an accelerated study. And we do also have membership retreats, 6-hour-long classes where kids will engage in a lot more of a broad spectrum, holistic self-defense experience, and also enjoy a bite to eat and refreshments along the way. We have community events, so our members, our students can bring their friends, their families, and participate in birthday parties, in movie nights, and in special seminars where we're going to bring other instructors from, say, judo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, aikido, other different areas of study, and train with our students in Goju-Ryu karate. And these are all 3-hour events, so there's lots of content. Some of them do include refreshments and a drink. Local competition is well developed, but in different areas. We have the Fredericton and Oromoto Dojo teaching martial arts karate in a traditional way, offering weapons training as well. We have the Synergy and Absolute Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in a more sport, modern approach, which is great. While we do it all, we focus on the applicable, practical self-defense, but we have sport options, we have weapons training as well, and we're funner. We're more fun. Media and marketing, because we gotta get our name out there. We are going to be offering a podcast, a interview-style podcast, where we will have industry experts in their own self-defense, safety, security ways, whether it's financial, spiritual, emotional, physical, or mental training. We will be having many different guests and open mic question and answer periods, so students, teachers of other disciplines, as well as parents, can ask questions that they might not have a chance to in class, and also networking with the school so we can appeal to staff and students, offering them courses in their classrooms, as well as for the staff who often face violence in their jobs. Our growth team, we again are going to be working with student trainers, so bringing in students that we've trained, paying them to offer those services, learning how to teach others what they've already learned themselves. Again, going back to the leadership training, and working with a local seamstress so that we can provide the uniforms, the apparel, everything that we have to sell anyways to our students, bringing it to a local production rather than importing it from all over the world. It's a more economic and more eco-friendly way to do things. So, and our seminar trainers, those are going to be, as I mentioned, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and other trainers from other academies that are going to come and perform seminars for our students. So always diversifying, always providing more opportunities. We are looking for early seed funding of $25,000. This is going to be used for our equipment, our development of our facility, to do a little bit of marketing, also to get marketing equipment so that we can continue to do marketing in our classrooms across the social media spectrum and continue to do so. This also includes a little bit of working capital so we can always stay on top of everything and continue to offer the great programs. Through space rental marketing, just a little breakdown on how we plan on using the money for the $25,000, but we're looking to continue to reinvest our revenue back into our company. We want to grow it larger, and I want to say thank you. Appreciate your time. We are looking to answer questions at the end, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask them later. You can also visit our website. We have lots of information there. I want to thank you again for your time. Have a great day.
Hello, everybody. I'm just going to actually pull this off. My name is Curtis Kennedy. I was a Summer Institute alumni from back in 2017. I started a business that was originally called Vertiball. Eventually, it rebranded into SimBody. We launched our first product in 2019, and we've grew to have over 250,000 customers now, and it's just a ball on the wall. And I remember the guy that introduced me in 2017, he said a line, "KISS, keep it simple, stupid," because it's just a simple thing that meant something to people. And I think there's so much power in a hardware company, although venture capitalists look at it in a different way, because you can create something that people can touch, feel, and hopefully fall in love with. And that's why I was so excited to work with Mel, who I'm going to present here today. And what excites me most about Mel and the brand that she's building is that I guess the best way to explain it is there's a book, it's called Building Your Brand Story. And it's all about identifying in all your marketing messages, identifying a customer that has an aspirational identity that then meets a challenge and then meets a guide to help them overcome that challenge. And what does end resolution look like? And Mel has the awesome part of her brand that not only is she going to help people become the hero of their own story, she developed it through becoming the hero of her own story and climbing some mountains and building a brand out of something that really matters. So without further ado, very excited to present Mel Lyons.
Hello. My name is Mel Lyons, and I'm the creator and founder of Bodies by Mel. And ladies, do you ever feel like this, juggling work and career and volunteer work and homework and kids and all the things you have to do on the daily? Do you find it hard to find time to exercise? In Canada, 75% of Canadian women say that time is their biggest obstacle when it comes to exercise. And 77% of Canadian women say that they prefer to work out at home. The health and wellness coaching industry in Canada is expected to grow $415 million by the end of this year, and expected to grow at a rate of 6.71% annually in the next 5 years. And I, for one, want to be a part of that. I'm here to tell you a little bit about how I came up with Bodies by Mel. I chose to be a fitness trainer about 15 years ago. It was a natural choice for me, as I love everything and anything when it comes to the gym. I trained everyone who came to me at first, but it was during an extremely rough time in my own personal life, a battle against breast cancer, that I truly discovered who I wanted to help. See, 3 weeks after my last round of chemotherapy, I was asked to go on a hike to Mount Katahdin and Baxter State Park in Maine. I literally thought I was going for a walk in the woods. I was wrong. At the top of a steep elevation of over 5,200 feet, I found myself crying for 2 reasons. One, I can't believe I just did that after 3 major surgeries, 2 years of cancer treatment, and 3 weeks after my last chemotherapy treatment. And 2, here I am at the top of this majestic mountain in the clouds looking at a sea of green. I realized just how big the world is and how small I'm playing in it. It was okay to let my light shine. And if I let my light shine, that means others around me can shine their light too. Eventually, I did open a fitness studio where I was the sole instructor. I taught aerial yoga, bungee fitness, and women on weights. It was a passion project of mine. I had a mural of the mountain on my wall that I climbed to remind myself and my clients of just how strong and resilient we as women can be. I love teaching, but I needed a break too. When I went on vacation, I left a key outside my studio for my weightlifting clients to use my equipment when I was gone. But I discovered my clients felt lost when I wasn't around to guide them. So I ended up making an index card box by hand, as you can see, of all the exercises I taught them, all the games and challenges and workout formats that I would do with them in class. Some challenges even needed dice and playing cards. My clients seemed to love it. One reason why they loved the cards was because no workout was ever the same. Just like in the classes I did with them, it was like a choose-your-own-adventure workout. They only had 3 choices. Pick the part of the body that they wanted to work, choose the format they wanted to do, and choose the exercise cards accordingly to the instructions on the format card. No sifting through videos or looking for the perfect app. Everything was right at their fingertips. See, my clients were not athletes training for a specific sport. They wanted to feel accomplished after their workout, and it was my job to deliver that. They wanted to feel strong and mobile. And the cards I made allowed them to do that. This was the beginning of the Bodies by Mel Fit Kit. And now with the Bodies by Mel Fit Kit, even more people can enjoy my workouts. My dream is for this to go worldwide. Right now, today, I have some beginner and intermediate kits available for purchase. Both of these kits are geared around body weight exercises and exercises that you can do with loop resistance bands. Each kit comes complete with a deck of format cards, a deck of exercise cards, dice, loop bands, and the playing cards, which are needed for some of the workouts. The kit is perfect for small spaces, which means you can use these to work out wherever you are. When comparing my cards to others on the market, I discovered 4 main elements that others lacked. 1, my kit comes included with the dice, the playing cards, and the loop bands. Each exercise includes a photo, not a graphic, which is my daughter, by the way. I tell everybody that. And number 3, my kit is geared towards a woman's body, as most of the cards I find online are usually geared towards building the best booty, not a full body. Other cards are usually generic towards both men and women. And most of all, the 4th element is Bodies by Mel has me. It has my blood, sweat, and tears in all the workouts and all the challenges. And it has my expertise and my years of fitness knowledge. In 2025, I will be focusing on creating more exercise decks, like expansion decks, as to speak, such as hand weight exercises, combination exercises, and exercise sliders and skipping ropes. I will also have branded merchandise such as sweatshirts, bands, a fitness journal, a shaker cup, and even more. By the end of the 3rd quarter of 2025, my goal is to have the ultimate fitness kit for the consumer that wants to buy it all. For the end of the year, I aim to sell at least 50 kits, increasing to 100 kits per month in 2025, plus lots of add-ons, and increasing even more in 2026. I will be utilizing mostly e-commerce, but will be approaching local retailers as well. I have already exceeded my 50 kit goal, so that's amazing. Although I am just getting started, I have a clear path to success. I invite you to consider purchasing a FitKit prototype and providing your feedback. Your support means the world to me. It's like helping me climb the mountain, making the Bodies by Mel FitKit the best it can be by reaching the summit of something truly great.
Hi, everyone. I always have to adjust these. Okay, let's give another round of applause to Mel, first of all. What an incredible person with an incredible product. Mel, do you have any left for sale? I know you mentioned that you have a few left. Okay, so on the back table, when we're done here, please head back. If you're not a woman looking to have this solution, I'm sure you have one in your life, and Christmas is right around the corner, so let's do that. I'm Alicia Phillips. I'm with Educated Beards. We did the Summer Institute program. I have 7 years written down, but I think it was 6. Was it 6? 6 or 7 years ago. My joke is that every day is Wednesday at 2 p.m. That's just the way that entrepreneurs live, right? And it was such an incredible program. I continue to be involved at any opportunity. It took our business from an idea, making some beard oils in our kitchen, to an actual company and brand. For that, I am forever grateful. Anytime we talk about Summer Institute program, it is with the highest respect, and I'm always honored when I'm invited to come and participate as entrepreneur in residence. This year, with the companies here, such an amazing group of companies. One of those amazing companies is Tinku Wellness. Over the past few months, I have had the pleasure of witnessing their journey to become such an amazing business. Their growth has been remarkable. Their deep love for each other and unwavering passion for health and wellness shines through in everything that they do. With Simon and Fran as co-founders, there's literally no limit to what they'll be able to achieve, and I'm so excited to continue and follow their journey. Join me with a warm round of applause to welcome Simon and Fran with Tinku Wellness.
Hello, everybody. My name is Fran. I am the co-founder of Tinku Wellness. We are so happy and humbled to have everybody here today.
Hi, everybody. My name's Simon, and I'm, of course, the other co-founder of Tinku Wellness. Before we begin, I'd like everybody to take a deep breath in and hold it and release. Okay, nice. Tinku Wellness was founded in pursuit of what we all just experienced, to inspire calm, to release tension, to create moments for shared meeting and connection. The idea for Tinku Wellness began during COVID-19. Fran and I both started working from home, and we actually traveled to Ecuador and stayed at her family farm to live and to work. And there, inspired by the space, we were struck by a real desire to share that with other people. And that's what we're here to do today. All of the photos that you will see in this presentation, all of the images are from that space and from that land.
In recent years, we've all felt it, we've all seen it, and unfortunately, we're a little too familiar with the word burnout. We're too stressed out. We feel like we should always be doing more, and that is how this idea started. Whether you're a professional, whether you're an athlete, a parent, an employer, or an employee, whoever you are, whatever you do, you've probably felt that need to take a break. And you're not alone in that. This is how we started our journey.
The data on happiness, work, and balance is very clear. Since the 1970s, psychologists studying human happiness have encountered a troubling paradox. Those who prioritize happiness tend to report not having it. And scientists attribute this to what they call the time paradox. People who prioritize the pursuit of happiness report that they have less time to do so. And what this means is that they experience something called time scarcity. The perception of not having enough time leads to unhappiness.
In recent years, we have felt the need to expand, the need to utilize our time to be productive. Canadians are more productive now than ever. We are constantly thinking about the next thing that we need to do, whether it's our next bill, our next meal, our next email, a phone call we need to make, or maybe a text that we've been putting off for a little too long.
Our solution is to invite you all to take a break with purpose and spend some time with us at Tinku.
Tinku Wellness, we curate retreats in Ecuador. Canadian clients travel to our facility in Ecuador to meet their wellness needs, whether it's yoga, whether it's meditation, whether it's strength training, whether it's cooking classes, meditation, whatever the case may be, even if it is sleep and repeat, we are there to meet your wellness needs.
Every client, regardless of needs, is immersed in a culinary experience like no other. Our chefs prepare traditional Ecuadorian cuisine from ingredients harvested right there on site on our working farm or sourced from the neighboring village. We accommodate allergies, diets, and do everything to ensure that once you step off the plane, you never have to open up your wallet again.
The word Tinku means meeting in Quechua, our indigenous original language where I'm from. So our brand, Tinku Wellness, literally means meeting wellness in English.
So our mission is to curate wellness retreats for our clients to meet their own wellness in ways which resonate with them. Our business is centered on what we call the 3 C's, curated, cuisine, and culture.
Our facility is located in a 20-acre property. It is a working farm, so all of our meals are farm to table. We are surrounded by volcanoes, waterfalls, lots of local flora and fauna. We have one of our houses is a 6-bedroom house with 7 bathrooms, and the second house is suitable for 2 coaches or wellness professionals. There's cattle, greenhouses, and lots of peace and quiet primarily.
And our stewardship and ownership of the space enables us to create truly curated, customizable experiences for our customers.
My perfect day at the Hacienda. Well, that's Simon's. My perfect day starts with some tea, delicious breakfast, and a lot of yoga.
And my perfect day starts a little bit later because I like to sleep in. But then it involves coffee, food, and usually a book in the sunshine. But whatever your vision or version of wellness is, we will curate an unforgettable experience for you. And to do so, we have a team of 3. Fran, my partner, Ecuadorian new Canadian, who has lived in Canada for 13 years and been working in the corporate and film industry for 10 of those.
On the other hand, we have our co-founder and my partner, Dr. Marmura Brown. He is a PhD in political science, also very humble about it. And he's been working as a prof and lots of other jobs in the private and public sector, but my favorite thing is that he is a food enthusiast, which was also an inspiration for foodie retreats.
Yes, and finally we have Melissa, who's been working with
Stand
me
up, Mel.
throughout. Yes, please stand up. Who's been working? It's well-deserved applause. Melissa's been working with me at the Summer Institute. She comes to us as our business development coordinator. She has lots of marketing and sales experience and is also from Guayaquil, Ecuador, on the coast.
We cannot give her enough credit.
Yeah.
Since she is the heart and soul of our business over the last little bit. So, Mel, thank you so much for everything.
And together, we sell nourishment, authenticity, and cultural curated experiences.
So we generate business in two different ways. The first one is individual retreats, where we market our retreat packages to individuals, whether they're businesses, whether you need a retreat with your partner, whether you're going through a life transition and need to get away. We market the retreats and curate the retreats for a stay of 5 to 6 days or whatever the need is. And here are some of our prices. Now, the retreats include everything from the moment when you land in the city. So that's pick up, drop off from and to the airport, which is 50 minutes away from the capital city. We're nested right in the middle of the Andes. And these are some of the activities that are offered while being there.
A second revenue stream comes from businesses, employers, and professionals. So here we collaborate with businesses, professionals, or anyone with an idea, an experience, or a space requirement. We provide transportation, cooking, cleaning, the venue, of course, and curated packages to suit your business's needs. Prices here vary as well, of course, and run anywhere between $15,000 and $25,000, depending on business and their requirements. I'm ready. The most valuable thing we all possess is our time. And I want to invite some of you to spend some of the time that you've been given with us. Spend some of your time immersed in a truly curated, cultural, community-based experience.
And exciting news, we are currently accepting applications for our retreat for 2025. Our first retreats will start around the springtime. We are currently taking questions, curating different packages. So if you have any questions at all, there's no minimum amount of people that can come. We do have a maximum. Please reach out. We're more than happy to answer any questions after this presentation. We're really excited to have you.
If you have any questions about Ecuador, and I know I did when I first met Fran, we will be happy to answer them. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that was spectacular. Amazing. I would like to give another round of applause to our amazing cohort. You did a great job today. Well done. So definitely it takes a village to get us to today and to get by every day. So I would like to take a moment to thank everyone for attending today and also for your support. It means so much to us. As Dhirendra mentioned, it's the entrepreneurial journey sometimes could be very lonely, but when there is a great ecosystem and a great network that help and support, and even a good word in a rainy day can lift your spirits. So don't forget to do so. I would like to give a special thanks to the President and the Vice Chancellor of UNB, Dr. Professor Paul Mazerol, to Dhirendra Shukla, and to the entire TME Center, to Dominic Blakely, to Igor, to Amanda, to Nia, all of you. I couldn't do it without you. To our entrepreneurs in residence, Alicia and Kevin, the founders of Educated Beards. It's been a few years with us, but every year is getting better, I have to tell you. To our designer in residence, Caitlin O'Donnell. Oh my gosh, you did a great job with this presentation this year, so thank you so much. Huge thanks to our funding partners, to ACOA, to the Atlantic Canada Opportunities Agency, to PADL, to the Department of Post-Secondary Education Training and Labor. Ashley Noel, thank you for everything, for all the emails, for all the questions. You are always there. So thank you so much. Huge thanks to our mentors. So our mentors, they are all volunteers, and in some programs they get paid, but not in the Summer Institute, unfortunately. We can't afford it, but huge thanks to all of our mentors that dedicate their time to support and to help those entrepreneurs along the way, to Curtis Kennedy, to Alpha Berha, to Professor David Barnes, to David Ituafa, to Cara Angus, to Jacqueline Wilson, to Jack Arsenault, to Kent Murphy, to Chris McDonald's, to Julie Morris, to Matthew Stewart and David Forts. Thank you so much for all of the mentors. Please, a round of applause for them. They deserve it. I want to thank our partners that are collaborating with us year-long and providing a lot of benefits and perks to our founders. So tomorrow, the Global Accelerator Networks, to ONB, the Opportunity of New Brunswick, NBIF, the New Brunswick Innovation Foundation, for the Fredericton Chamber of Commerce, for the Atlantic Growth Solution, for Mechanics Cooper, and for Antivestor, Ignite and Planet Hatch, and Futurepreneur. All of your supports, being part of this wonderful ecosystem is, you know, it's so life-changing for all of those founders that need and seek help and support and can easily find it around it. And the fact that we are all joined together and support each other, it's remarkable, and it's a landscape that you don't see in every province and every city. So kudos to all. It's great. Again, I would like to thank you all for being here today. Please feel free to stick around. We have some refreshment at the back. Chat with our companies. It will be a great opportunity for all of you to connect, to ask questions, to get to know the teams behind those fantastic companies. They come along a long way in the past 3 months. So it's not easy to stand here on stage today. It's actually very hard things to do. And they've been doing this for the last 3 months every single week. So it's been lots for them. We hope that you enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and we look forward to seeing you in our future events. Thank you all for being here.